And when I woke up, I had this overwhelming knowingness that my grandmother was going to die. And I didn't have a doubt about it. I think it just validated that there was a connection between me and my grandma, but I didn't know what that was, and my family didn't either.
Tyler Henry spent years revealing other people's secrets while keeping one frightening truth hidden from the public. For nearly a decade, the Hollywood medium built a huge career claiming he could communicate with the dead. His emotional readings and shocking predictions amazed celebrities and left millions wondering what was real. But behind the fame and viral moments, Tyler was dealing with a serious health battle while facing growing criticism from people who questioned his abilities. So what was the secret Tyler could no longer keep hidden? After years of rumors and speculation, the truth finally began to surface.
Increased in size, and I may deal with another brain surgery in my lifetime. I may deal with several. But to have almost what feels like a ticking time bomb inside you.
For years, Tyler projected confidence. Sitting with grieving families and skeptical celebrities, he shared detailed messages that often left audiences stunned. Many fans saw him as proof that life might continue beyond death. But while viewers focused on those readings, something troubling was happening behind the scenes. During live streams and interviews, Tyler occasionally lost his train of thought, paused unexpectedly, or seemed less sharp than before. Longtime viewers started noticing that something didn't seem quite right. Fans pointed it out online, but Tyler largely brushed off the concerns. Then the migraines became harder to ignore. He later described headaches that felt like intense pressure inside his head and admitted he was forgetting conversations soon after they happened. In some cases, details seemed to disappear from his memory within minutes. What many viewers didn't know was that Tyler had been living with a serious neurological condition for years. On May 14, 2025, he revealed that doctors had diagnosed a tumor that required surgery to remove. It wasn't his first scare. At 18, an MRI following persistent headaches uncovered a congenital colloid cyst near the third ventricle of his brain. Although usually benign, these cysts can become dangerous if they block normal fluid flow and increase pressure in the brain.
So Dr. Drew and I sat and watched Tyler do his channeling thing, and we put a cap, a real-time EEG cap on Tyler's head, and it looked like Tyler was falling asleep or dissociating, like he was unconscious or he was passing out, and he's like sweating and moving and talking constantly. He's clearly not unconscious, but parts of his brain were looking like he was going unconscious. People can't usually change their EEG like this, and so the fact that Tyler could create this change was really striking to me. It's like, wow, how is he able to create a state shift in data that's usually better at trait measurements?
After surgery, Tyler appeared to recover well, but the issue never fully left the picture. By early 2025, questions about his health were growing louder. Tyler largely stayed silent and continued working. He kept filming, promoting projects, and making public appearances as if everything was under control. Then, without warning, everything paused, and rumors exploded. Soon after, it was revealed that Tyler had undergone emergency brain surgery. Reports said the operation lasted nearly 7 hours. Surgeons drained the recurring cyst and removed additional growth in the area. Recovery was difficult, with temporary memory problems affecting him after the procedure. The situation raised even more discussion because Tyler had long described his readings as sudden impressions and emotional insights, making the health crisis impossible for many observers to ignore.
People who may have been killed.
Yeah, every day.
People who could tell you who killed them.
Mm-hmm.
You could help lawyer. You could help law.
Absolutely.
Do you?
It's a big question. I've had a lot of outreach from people who've lost family. There's times when I'll do a reading and I'll get pulled into a missing person situation. But information isn't like the Sixth Sense. I don't see dead people walking around who say, this is my name, this is my social security number, this is who murdered me. It really doesn't work that way.
Why is that funny?
Yeah, because it's such a misconception.
After the surgery, those descriptions took on a very different meaning. Some people wondered whether a serious neurological condition could affect what Tyler called intuition. Others questioned whether major health challenges could influence the experiences that built his career. No clear answer ever emerged, but the discussion only grew louder.
It's such a silly idea that people have that what I do is so different than what I actually do. And so I think even people's skepticism is misinformed sometimes, because what I claim to do when I sit with a person is to relay what I see, hear, and feel. And that's it. And it's not like I see dead people walking around and I'm going to sit down and know who murdered them. But there are times when details will come through that actually do relay information around someone's death. Sometimes what happened to them, and sometimes even details have came through about names of people that were around a person when they died.
Long before the controversy and medical scares, Tyler was a teenager from Hanford, California. Before the Netflix specials, sold-out tours, and celebrity readings, he was known for being quiet, soft-spoken, and surprisingly reserved. That calm personality would later help him stand out in a crowded industry. Tyler has said his first major experience happened when he was 10 years old. According to his account, he suddenly told his mother that his grandmother had died. Shortly afterward, the family received news that she had suffered a fatal heart attack. Tyler later described the moment as an overwhelming feeling of certainty, rather than seeing or hearing anything unusual, a distinction that shaped his public image for years.
Trust that these validations have given me, the knowingness that love continues on, that the bonds we create in this realm don't die, has validated my faith through trust. At 10 years old, you don't even know your identity or who you are, let alone this whole other realm of existence.
Tyler's style was very different from the dramatic image many people associated with television psychics. He rarely made bold declarations or turned readings into big spectacles. Instead, he spoke carefully, describing impressions as scattered images, emotions, or physical sensations. Whether people believed him or not, his calm approach helped him connect with audiences because he never seemed overly eager to prove himself. Everything changed in 2015 when Tyler appeared on Keeping Up with the Kardashians during a reading with Kris Jenner. The segment drew major attention online and introduced him to a much larger audience. Not long after, E! launched Hollywood Medium with Tyler Henry, a series built around celebrity readings that often led to emotional and surprising moments. Many celebrity guests arrived skeptical, but left visibly emotional or surprised. What helped Tyler stand out was his approach. He never presented himself as all-knowing and often acknowledged that he could be mistaken. He also noted that interpretation played a role in every reading, which made him seem more credible to viewers who were already cautious about psychic television.
It's such a complicated subject innately. I've written 2 books to try to kind of assert different questions that I get in that matter. But generally, when it comes to what I can deduce over the thousands of readings that I've done, it seems that unequivocally there's some continuity of consciousness, that life seems to go on.
By the late 2000s, Tyler had become much more than a television personality. He released best-selling books, launched national tours, and built a huge online audience. Netflix later expanded his reach with Life After Death with Tyler Henry and Live from the Other Side, projects that aimed to give viewers a closer look at his process amid ongoing debates about the accuracy of his readings. Critics argued that his readings relied on techniques such as cold reading, picking up subtle cues, or using publicly available information. Tyler consistently rejected those claims and said he avoided background research before sessions. One of the most frequently discussed examples involved actress and television host Ricki Lake. During a reading, Tyler reportedly warned her about fire, property damage, and possible insurance issues. At the time, the warning seemed broad. Months later, wildfires destroyed Ricki Lake's home, bringing renewed attention to the prediction. Afterward, Ricki Lake publicly mentioned Tyler's warning, saying it felt unsettling in hindsight. The story spread quickly because of the timing. Critics argued that warnings about fire in California are not especially unusual, while supporters pointed to the references involving property damage and insurance issues as details worth noting.
The second thing I've been able to kind of understand from this is that there seems to be an introspective process by nature. As consciousness transcends and continues, it seems to continue evolving, and as a result, kind of reflecting and growing. And just in the same way that a first grader is kind of limited in their conscious capability, and an 8th grader is a little bit perhaps more evolved, we find that we just seem to kind of continue this graduation process.
Another frequently discussed reading involved actor Tom Arnold and his former wife, Ashley Groisman. During the session, Tyler reportedly expressed confidence about the possibility of a child despite the couple's previous struggles and uncertainty. Not long afterward, they welcomed a daughter, adding another story that boosted his reputation among supporters. Jenna Bush Hager became another widely cited example. During a reading, Tyler suggested she would eventually have a son, despite already having daughters and indicating her family might be complete. She later welcomed a baby boy, which many supporters viewed as a striking prediction. Actress Amber Rose became emotional after Tyler referenced a deceased friend connected to a motorcycle accident and a piece of distinctive jewelry. In another widely discussed reading, he spoke about details involving Wiz Khalifa's father before that information was broadly known. Moments like these did more to build Tyler's reputation than any dramatic prediction ever could. Critics, however, quickly offered alternative explanations. Some argued that research could have been done before filming, while others believed guests might unknowingly reveal clues through reactions, body language, or emotional responses. Skeptics also point out that people tend to remember impressive hits far more than mistakes, keeping the debate around Tyler's work alive. Not every reading unfolded as expected. One of the most talked about examples involved Khloe Kardashian and became a key point in the ongoing debate surrounding Tyler's accuracy. During a 2016 episode of Hollywood Medium, Khloe Kardashian shared concerns about her relationship with NBA player Tristan Thompson. Rumors about his behavior were already circulating, and she seemed worried about the future. Tyler reassured her, saying he did not see major problems ahead and encouraging her to stay positive about the relationship. That prediction quickly came under scrutiny. In the months that followed, Tristan became involved in multiple public scandals, including cheating allegations that ultimately led to the relationship's highly public breakup. Critics pointed to the reading as one of Tyler's most notable misses and questioned the reliability of his predictions. Tyler later suggested that personal choices and changing circumstances can influence future outcomes, but skeptics viewed that explanation as unconvincing. Another frequently debated example involved actor Alan Thicke. During a reading, Tyler reportedly mentioned concerns related to heart health and circulation. Less than a year later, Thicke died from an aortic dissection. Supporters found the warning striking, while critics argued that heart-related concerns are relatively common and therefore open to broad interpretation. That debate has followed nearly every major moment of Tyler Henry's career. Critics have also raised concerns about hot reading, a technique in which information is gathered through research before a session rather than through any extraordinary ability. Tyler has denied those claims, but the suspicions have never fully disappeared. If a psychic can provide remarkably accurate details in one case and miss badly in another, how should audiences judge the difference? That question has followed Tyler Henry for years. But one of the most surprising revelations connected to him had nothing to do with celebrity readings or televised predictions. Instead, it was hidden within his own family history. For years, Tyler spoke about intuition, hidden emotions, and uncovering truths others could not see. Yet a disturbing chapter tied to his family remained unknown to him for much of his life. The story centered on his grandmother, Stella Guidry Nestle. To many people, Stella appeared strict and controlling. But according to court records and later reports, she became involved in serious crimes during the 1970s. Authorities alleged that members of her household lived under fear and control for years. The situation eventually escalated into a shocking criminal case involving the deaths of California motel owners Judy Wang and Wai Lee. Prosecutors argued that Stella sought control of the property and was later convicted for her role in the killings, a case that would cast a long shadow over the family for decades. Peter later testified against his own mother in court. He described being pressured into helping dispose of the victims' bodies after Stella allegedly convinced him that refusing would put them in danger. His testimony became a key part of the prosecution's case, and Stella was ultimately convicted of double murder and sentenced to life in prison. As shocking as that was, an even more surprising discovery emerged years later. In 2019, Tyler's mother, Teresa, took a DNA test that completely changed her understanding of her past. The results indicated that Stella was not her biological mother. For Tyler, the situation carried a striking irony. A man known for uncovering hidden truths had no idea that some of the biggest secrets were buried within his own family history. Critics quickly seized on that contradiction, arguing it raised difficult questions about the limits of his claimed abilities. Supporters pushed back, saying intuition is not the same as knowing every hidden fact and cannot reveal everything about a person's life. So what do you think? Are Tyler Henry's abilities genuine, or are they the result of highly developed intuition and observation skills? And could his brain condition affect the gift that made him famous? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more stories, mysteries, and surprising revelations. Thanks for watching.